Sunday, I think. I think it's Sunday. I've been away for 2 days. I'm back. It's time for the playground. Anybody that wants to join me to play? It is Sunday and we are into the new year. Last time I saw you, it was still 2020. Now it's 2021. We're getting started. Let's get this year rolling. It's time. Feeling big changes coming through. Good morning. Come on in. I think that's Julie Kiss. I'm not positive. I see those itty bitty little pictures and I try to decipher who I'm looking at. It's kind of my game in the morning. I used to work as a veterinary receptionist way back out of high school. And my favorite game, this is no comparison, so please don't, but my favorite game was every time somebody would bring in a new puppy or something or a new dog, I'd go, okay, they're like, I don't know what it is. It's a mixed breed. I'm like, okay, let me see. Let me see if I can figure out. Hi, Isabel. It was fun to try to figure out what breed they were. Try to figure out, let's see, I see a little dachshund in there. I see they got a long back. Let's see, what else? They got big ears, maybe a little bass. You go, okay, we're just going to call it this. It's fun. It was fun. Good morning. That plays into what I always talk about, doesn't it? Maybe that's why I always liked it so much. Sitting there creating the platypus and going, okay, I want a duckbill. Let's see, what else would I like, I think in reverse, when we see these dogs or cats or whatever, and we're like, okay, what breed are they? It was always so much fun to pick them apart and try to decide. So maybe that was me, my inner creator coming out already, saying, oh, I know. Somebody sat down and they created a dog, and it had long, funny ears, and it had a purple tongue. How many times you see a purple tongue, you're like, chow chow, it's got chow chow in there. Dogs are so cool. Hi, my dear friend Julie. So beautiful. Thank you. Good morning. How are you? How are you guys doing? How is the new year treating you? I haven't seen you since last year. It's been a long time. I've been around with other things, but I haven't been here. Yesterday was really cool. Mission 143. Oh gosh, an hour that was just beautiful of opening them up, and I really, really enjoyed that. But it wasn't here, so I'm here today. I am starting the new year with some new projects too. I really feel like it's time to start some new projects, pushing more energy into the Beiersdorfer Institute, into free offerings, into new classes, into some projects for children. So keep your eyes and ears open. We're going to do some work. I'm really excited about it. My little inner self goes, oh yeah. I can't wait to share some of these things. So a lot of the shows will be starting to move over in that direction. A lot of my energy will be moving back over in that direction this coming year, probably this coming month. So keep watching for me. All is well, Julie. Perfect. So I see a few of you here. I put on a temporary home today, so that feels like my direction to go in today. Is how often do we? Every now and then we fall into this pit. We're like, oh gosh. Do I got to do another day? Do I really got to do another hour of this sometimes, another minute? The world can be such a difficult place to live, and it's so hard to understand. I think that probably my biggest, what's the word? There's a good word for this. It's not a pet peeve. Talisman? You have something that really, really is difficult for you. A challenge. It's a difficulty for me that I still work on. And so this year it's going to be probably again that one thing that is going to keep coming to me that I need to work on. My biggest thing is understanding humanity. I feel like I came to this planet just to observe. Like, oh gosh, why would they do that? I don't understand it. And it plays out in my relationships too. It plays out in everything because I don't understand. I don't understand why people want to hurt each other. I don't understand why it's so difficult. Why is it so difficult? The truth is we're only here to learn how to love. Can't we just love one another? Can't we just find love? And then just hold it like a baby. Why does it have to be one person finds love and the other person wants to yank it away? Why is there so much competition? One person has something beautiful, the other one wants it so much they take it. It's been since the beginning of mankind, really, isn't it? So for me this year, it's going to be sorting that out. I don't understand. I really don't understand. I feel like I definitely came from another planet. I don't quite get it. And I don't play those games. So it's difficult, isn't it, for those of us who don't play those games? I feel like we're coming into a new time, a new era, where the whole game is changing, where it's less of greed and when we look at somebody else, we're like, they got something that I want. I'm going to try to take it away. It's more like, well, if they've got it, then I could have one too. That's the way we should be looking at it, because we're all connected. So if one person can do something, then I can do it too. And if one person has something, I can get it too. It's the universe is completely giving and completely abundant, and there's nothing that's out of your reach. And there's nothing wrong with having. There really isn't. We were taught that the rich man can't get into heaven. Well, the rich man can get into heaven because everyone gets into heaven. So that's another lie. So it's okay to do well. It's okay to have nice things. It's just not okay to put all of our energy into those nice things. It's not okay to hoard things and to always try to do better than the next guy and to want what everybody else has and to, just be still in it. The idea is that you are creating your life specifically, you, the way that you desire it. And it doesn't have anything to do with anyone else. It has nothing to do with what anyone else desires, what anyone else creates. You are your own little universe. You get to create. You get to create through your visions, through your imagination. You create. So maybe I'd like to own one of those double-decker buses that I see in London. That would be cool. I'd like to put it downtown. I'd like to put a cute little tea shop in there. And upstairs, when you go upstairs, I'll have a quiet little room where you can meditate. You can take your tea and you can sit, and it'll be ambient music. Inside of this funny red bus will be a perfect quiet place for those chaotic people that are running around downtown, where they can stop, where they can be still, where they can come in and have a hot cup of tea that's got healing properties. And then they can go upstairs and they can get into this room that is perfectly silent as far as any outside noise, where they can feel like they're going into outer space. It's growing. See? That's what you do. You go, oh, okay, maybe I want my own creation. Let me see what I would like to create. Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, and then start really making a plan. Start really laying out every detail. If there's one thing that I've learned this year and through life, be careful when you put your energy towards something that you think that you want. Be careful to make sure that you're giving the universe plenty of details, because I know through so many relationships and experiences that I've had, relationships especially, I know what I think that I want, and I ask for what I think that I want through my energy. I'm not just sitting there going, well, I want this and this and this. I'm not giving the universe words. I know what I've had and we start sorting through our relationships. Well, that didn't work, and I don't want this, and I don't want this. Mostly we figure out what we don't want. And then we go, okay, well, these are all the things that I don't want. So, maybe we think about a couple things that we do want, but we're not very detailed in what we want. We just kind of put it out there. It's an uncompleted project, and we go, okay, universe, here you go. It's not really done yet. You can fill in the blanks. And the universe goes, well, okay, let me get to work then. And you get more closer and closer all the time to what it is that you really want. But, there's that big but. It's not quite there yet, because you didn't finish. You didn't finish your plan. You didn't lay out the perfect blueprint. This was coming to me last night. It's like, okay, if I really, really want to get what I really, really want, then I'm really going to have to push my energy into completing the project. I've always been bad at that. Okay, I got it. I got this great idea. I'm going to create with it. And then I go, okay, I'm working at it. And then something in me goes, oh, but what about that? And I go off in that direction. And I didn't quite finish it. Wait, hold on, universe. I wasn't quite done, but it's too late. It's already gone. And they're like, okay, well, here you go. And you're like, gosh, not quite there yet. Not quite there yet. I missed a couple details that were very, very important. So how about you? Isabel, I'm like you. Always felt as an outsider. Yeah, trying to understand humans, and I get hurt all the time in relationships because people don't understand me. Always allowing everyone, wow, man, I could have written this myself. Always allowing everyone to put me down since a child. Yes, not anymore. This year I am determined to change this around for me. And so you begin, Isabel, and you begin by looking in the mirror and seeing the amazing soul that you are, and absolutely falling in love with you. Isabel needs to fall in love with Isabel. And when you decide that you are so good at falling in love with Isabel, every day you're going to do something beautiful for yourself. Every day you're like, yeah, I'd like to have that really good Starbucks cup of tea today. I don't need somebody to come along and take me for that cup of tea. I'm just going to go get it. I'm going to treat my own self. I'm going to get myself a bouquet of flowers today. I think I'll do that too. I love flowers, and in the wintertime I need them. I need them so much. So I think I'll go get myself a cup of tea and a bouquet of flowers. We got to learn to take care of our own needs as far as love is concerned. I wrote something this morning that was really powerful, because we have choices in our relationships, and there are relationships that can pull us into darkness, that can take us off our path. That's the truth. And there are relationships that just enhance who we are, that help us to grow, we just expand in the most beautiful ways. And those relationships that are really noisy, that are begging and pleading and always trying to pull us down their path, they're not the relationships that we need to be in. The true relationships work just like God works, just like source energy works. Source energy just allows the sun to shine on your face. Source comes down and that sun rests on your face and feels like a warm caress. It says, I love you. Just reminds you that you are so loved. And we all have that available to us, don't we? We all can look up at the sun on a cold day. We feel it reach down and touch us. We look at a rainy day and this beautiful rainbow stretches across the sky. We are always being gifted. I walk out in the woods and I see a mossy rock in the shape of a heart all the time. I just saw another one the other day. Sometimes you'll see these. Ever since Steve died, I started paying more attention to hearts. And as I was walking through the woods, there would be these white heart shapes on the trees. I'm not sure if that's some kind of fungus or what it is, or I'm not sure. I'm looking at it now. I'm looking at a tree. What is that that's growing on the tree? Whatever it is, I would see hearts everywhere. In the clouds, I would see hearts. And the butterflies would fly right in my face. And I would always give the credit to Steve, of course. But Steve is, man, I don't know where that came from. But Steve is pure source energy. And of course he can bring me hearts on trees. And of course he can place a mossy heart right where I left his ashes. And of course he can bring me hearts in the sky and flying pigs. And of course, source energy loves us all that way. God loves us all that way. Jesus, whoever you want to call on. And so they're forever leaving us love notes, little symbols and signs everywhere to show us that we are so loved all the time. And when relationships don't work, when they really just don't work, when they fall apart, because we're just people here, like we forget that we're beautiful, perfect souls, and we go back into our peoplishness. And those people, they're so imperfect. The ego is so imperfect, and the ego doesn't always know what it wants, and the ego will scream at us and try to tell us our unworthiness. It's such a liar. The ego is such a liar. It's funny. I think about people that go, oh, I believe in Satan. I believe in the devil. And I'm like, that comes from ego. That is your ego. That's the ego whispering in your ear all the time saying, you're not good enough. You're not pretty enough. You're not worthy enough to have true, perfect love. And the truth is that no matter what relationship we're in, we can get in relationships that are pretty dang good. But I have yet to find one. That will love me the way that I can love. Do you ever feel like that? You're like, because we as light workers, as empaths, as earth angels, whatever you want to call yourself, because we're capable of such pure, unconditional love, we walk the planet and we're like, yeah, this one really seems okay. And then we're like, nope, still doesn't know, still doesn't understand. Steve and I had something really special on Earth. We were really good with each other, but it took my knowing that he was leaving me before I fully opened my heart to him. And it was after he passed that I fully experienced that depth of love. That's the truth, is that so often in physical form, life gets to us. It's hard for us to really experience that depth of love, isn't it? Sometimes it takes us losing. We were talking about this yesterday on Mission 143. It takes us losing love, losing the ability to reach out and hug our loved ones. This virus has been a big deal because it's in it comes this huge possibility for growth, Because by taking away our ability to smile at each other, by taking away our ability to go to our loved ones when they need us or when we just want a hug, taking away our ability to travel to those that we want to meet, want to see, we're having so much taken from us through this virus, and it makes us appreciate one another. I didn't fully appreciate Steve and all that he gave to me and all that he did for us until he couldn't do it anymore. Until all that was left was this beautiful man laying in a bed, unable to get himself up. That's when I started really appreciating what I had. Isn't that sad? It's sad. I did to a certain degree, and I took care of him to the best of my ability, and he took care of me, and we had something really beautiful. But I didn't fully open up to him. I was still so injured from my past relationship. I didn't fully give myself to him until I knew I was going to lose him. That's the truth. So I want you to look around you this year, this day, this moment. I want you to look around you and see those people in your lives. Look at them. Look at them in the eyes. Yes, they're very imperfect. They have this package wrapped around them. And they have this ego whispering in their ears, sometimes screaming in their ear, and they can be really, really difficult to be around sometimes. And yet, sometimes they disappoint you, or they even gross you out, whatever. Chew too loudly or whatever. And you're like, I remember he used to really chew loudly when he was really hungry, and I was like, because I can't, my ears are so sensitive. And he would snore at night, and he would keep me awake. And now I love the sound of snoring. If there's someone close by that's snoring, I'm so comforted by it. Remember right now, we're so temporary. That's why I call this temporary home. We're only in these bodies temporarily. We only have them for a short time. I am going to be this person for just a short time. And sometimes I get really frustrated being this person, and sometimes I'm just really ready to be done. Like, okay, I'd like to recycle here. And then I remember that this is only going to last a few moments, truly. That it's all in the blink of an eye, and we're done, and we go back. Just yesterday, I was graduating from high school, and that was a really long time ago. Just yesterday, I was marrying Steve. Just yesterday. Please remember that we're just so temporary here, and time is not really anything. It's really a concept, a construct of the human brain. We've created it. And in a blink of an eye, before you know it, it's all changed. And you have loved ones now, and you may not have them tomorrow. You may not have them 5 seconds from now. So please, while you're here, pull yourself back in. Pull yourself back in. Get into your center. Look at that person as the perfect soul that they are. Just love. Just love. Everywhere around us. I agree with you guys that it's very difficult. We're made of different stuff, aren't we? And it's difficult walking the planet and looking around ourselves and going, gosh, why would they do that horrible thing? Why would they hurt us? Why would they hurt someone else? All that stuff. But the truth is buried down underneath all of that is a perfect soul. Every one of us. And we're all so connected. And there's so much that's worth fighting for, and that's why we're here. I love humanity. I love this planet. I get frustrated. I get really frustrated. And yet, those people that come into my life that I'm blessed with, I'm learning more and more and more. I'm learning more and more and more about how to open up and how to love. And I hope that you are too. I'm going to put on these big old glasses. I can actually see that way. Look at that. Isabel, I see hearts everywhere very often too. Never thought that way. Maybe my sister and loved ones on the other side are giving me signs that I am not alone. Thank you for helping me. Awaken me to be more, more aware of signs from God and source energy and love. I always just call them love notes from the universe. Even if you don't want to give them to anybody, the universe itself is always sending us love notes, right? Good morning, Melanie. Tanya, is that a reason to leave a relationship? Do we settle for less? No, I don't think we do. I think for me, I've got to continue to grow. And I don't know. It doesn't mean I want you to just leave your relationships. Please don't do that to me. But I know for me that the most important thing that I've got to do on this planet is the one thing that I keep repeating that Steve told me. The most important thing that you need to do is to remember who you are. Remember who you are. And if you're in a relationship that is not fulfilling, that is not helping you to expand, you can stay in that relationship, that's fine, but seek out those soul family members, that tribe, where you can go and spend time with them so that you have the chance to fully open up and to be yourself. Because most relationships, I'm not going to say all, but in my experience, it's very difficult to be in a relationship that allows you to grow your wings, allows you to really fly and to become everything that you came here to be. So just be careful as you're going through your relationships. If you're, really questioning if this is working is it working for me? Are you in a relationship that allows you to freely expand, or does that person get uncomfortable when you try to be the truth of who you are? Does that person try to control, talk over the top of you, get afraid of who you really are? And if they are, then it's something to really consider. Something to really consider from me, because I don't want to ever stop expanding. I want to keep growing as big as I can possibly grow. For me, I have to give it a lot of consideration. Am I allowed to be everything that I choose to be in a relationship? And if it's keeping me back, and that can be brothers, sisters, cousins, it can be your children sometimes will hold you back. Doesn't mean you're going to walk away from everybody. It doesn't mean you're going to stop loving them. It just means pay more attention to how their energy affects you. It means that you sever all those cords and attachments with love. Let them stand on their own 2 feet. Let them go through their own 3D reality while you allow yourself to expand as big as you choose to expand. It means that when you're going to those family gatherings, you say, hey, Archangel Michael, I'm going to need some help today. I need you to help me to contain my energy within this beautiful bubble. Wrap a bubble of protection around me so that nothing, unless I allow it to come in, it's not coming in. Only what I allow comes in and goes out. That's a really important thing, is protecting ourselves in all of our relationships. If you have relationships that are lower vibrational, making sure that you're finding the time to expand and grow, whether it be sitting on your bathroom floor like I have, creating a quiet space for yourself, meditating more deeply, allowing spirit to come in and work with you, allowing yourself to find those other earth angels that you can sit and talk to and expand with, that won't stop you from growing. There are lots of relationships in our lives, lots, and they all can serve different purposes. Some are purely physical, some are there to help you have a roof over your head, some are there to remind you of who you really are. So seek out those relationships that allow you to expand. In addition to, you don't have to cut everybody off. And then be careful. Be careful not to let those ones that aren't in the place of expansion, don't let them hold you back. That's how I would answer your question. All of these beautiful statements. Isabel, you and I sound like we're very much alike. Good morning, Annie Seven. Good morning, Wendy. Just saw you. Going back to see who's popped in while I was talking. You guys, I'm so grateful to you, for all of my tribe, for popping in when I come in here to share this time, because it really helps me. I want you to know that I do it for you, and I do it for me, because we sit here and we share. And when I'm going through stuff, I'm struggling, I love to be able to sit with my friends and sort things out with you. So I appreciate you greatly for popping in with me. So we have about close to 15 minutes who would like to go into a meditative. We did a really beautiful one yesterday, really beautiful. I don't even like to call it meditation. We're going to go into an exploration of your true selves. How's that? Let's call it an exploration from now on. We're going into your imagination, exploration, imagination, okay, I'm trying to come up with a children's website. You guys are helping me right now, like exploration, imagination. I like all these words that end with shun. I love rhyming when it comes to kids, so I'm definitely going to have to use this exploration, meditation, imagination stuff. It's going, it's growing, thank you. All right, we'll play with that later. So how about we go exploring for a few minutes? So today, of all days, especially today, I want to give you a meditation that's really, really super powerful. It worked yesterday, and I didn't even know we were going there, and it just kind of fell in place. So this one, you like that background? It's all about the new year, isn't it? Thank you. It's all about our exploration. It's really beautiful. I wish I could show you the whole thing. So, who feels like they're going into a different dimension anyway? Sometimes I just want to walk through a portal and come out the other side and go, oh yeah, this is the world I've been creating in my imagination. So that really spoke to me too. Let's go through our little portal today. So you want to plant your feet today. You want to make sure that your feet are down. If you just simply can't get them down, that's okay. Imagine them down. We're going to imagine our feet right down on this packed earth. We have walked here before. It's an ancient ground. And the energy here is amazing. So we have our feet. If you look down at your feet, you can see there's dark earth underneath you. It's packed firm. It doesn't even get you dirty because we've walked on it so many times. It's like a floor. It's like linoleum, only it's actual earth. And we're gathered in a circle. And as we sit down together, Indian style, in a big circle, I want you to see these beautiful roots coming down through your feet. As you're sitting on the ground Indian style, you can even see the roots coming out of your legs everywhere, out of the back of your spine, wherever you want. These roots are going to go deeply into the earth. And we're calling in who is already here. For your sakes, I'm going to let you know that Archangel Michael is already here. I always pull him in before I start. So he's here. Feel his energy. I even smell the pine right now. I smell pine trees. It's amazing. And Archangel Michael is here to protect all of us. Your homes, your land, anyone that's in your home, all the objects, clearing all the objects, bringing in an army of angels to bring a clearing of your home, your space, creating a safe bubble around all of us right now. So as we're sitting here on this packed earth, and you can smell that pine coming through the forest, there's a little gentle breeze that blows it into the air. Our roots are going deep, deep, deep into the earth, and I can hear them cracking and popping as they push really. They just have to push and push and push down through the earth, through clay, through rock, through all these layers, bedrock, all these layers, maybe some gypsum. And it keeps going deeper and deeper and deeper into the earth. And as they come down to the center, to the very core, you pop right out. Pop right out. Those roots pop down, and then they just hang there, down into this beautiful cave. That's where Mother Gaia rests, like a sleeping dragon. I want you to see yourself now, your true self. You're this beautiful bundle of energy. It's like a galaxy. There's purples and pinks and blues, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. Maybe you see some little lightning stretching from the different areas, these different parts of you. It's really beautiful. You have planets, and you have meteors, and you have stars and light. It's all inside of you. See yourself as that beautiful galaxy now. It's completely moldable, and so I want you to see that galaxy going from your heart all the way down your spine, and see it going through your legs, and it goes all the way down to your feet. And when it gets to your feet, it comes right down through those beautiful roots that you've just built. So you're moving, moving, moving down through these roots, expanding where you can, shrinking where you need to, and just going down. See yourself moving easily. In spirit form, you can do anything. So you get all the way down, and when you get to the end of those roots, you pop right out into that beautiful cave with me. That's where we're going to meet. So we're all together now. I can see all of your beautiful galaxy light bodies. You're so gorgeous. Now all around you, if you look, there's crystal caves. And in each one of those crystal caves is a color. They're different color crystals. And you know where you need to be. There's something inside of you that says, I need orange. I need yellow. I need green. I need blue. I need indigo. Or you might go to the crystal cave that's like a rainbow. It's okay if you need it all. So somewhere inside of you, you have blocks of energy. You have work to do. One of your chakras needs a little extra attention today. And that's the color you'll be drawn to. I see a lot of yellows. I see a lot of oranges. I see a couple greens, lots of green. Oh, green is beautiful for the heart. So take yourself to the color cave that you need right now. And when you get there, I want you to feel down inside of yourself to that chakra, wherever it might be. Where are you needing the most attention? Is your belly kind of hurting? It might be the sacral. It might be the solar plexus. Do you have a hard time catching your breath? It might be the heart, the sacral. It might be your upper heart. It's somewhere in there. You're having a hard time. Something hurts. For me, a lot of times I get stuck in my throat. It's like a little piece of grief just gets lodged there. So I'm going to go into that today. When you get there, I want you to go ahead and feel out whatever it is that might be hurting you today, might be causing you pain, might be causing you unrest or anger, whatever kind of emotions you might be feeling right now. If you can see that thing, if it's a memory, if it's a thought, if it's an unbelief, if it's something that's holding you back, many times we store up those things that people have taught us from the time we were little. And they're not real, but they can really hold us back. Might be things from past relationships. Whatever it is, it might be lots of stuff. And you are welcome to pull out anything that you need to. So whatever it is that's really hurting you today and getting to you and keeping you in this 3D energy, I want you to just pull all those things out as if they're like dirty laundry. You're just going to pull them all up out and make yourself a big ball with all of them wrapped up in it. And then I want you to walk over. There in your cave is this huge crystal. It's the one clear one in your cave. It lights up from within, and it's kind of pulsating energy. You'll know it when you see it. I want you to walk over there with that big bundle, and I want you to place it on top of it. Just let it go. Set it down, walk away from it. And if there's anything else, you're welcome to do this as many times as you feel the need to. You're letting go today. You're letting go of all those things that are holding you back. You just lay them down. And the earth just loves to recycle energy. Just like the trees recycle our carbon dioxide into oxygen, the earth will recycle that lower vibrational energy and bring it back up in the highest vibration possible. So as you lay all of it down on that crystal, it all just disappears down inside. You see it, it just goes. It's like laundry day. It's gone. And she is working away, working. And then all of a sudden, place your hands. You'll see the top of the crystal light up. Put your hands right there. And as you do, you can feel. You can even put your hands up and real right now. Because as you do that, you'll feel that energy hit those hands. And it comes all the way up your arms. And it lands in your heart. And whichever way it needs to go to start healing those chakras that are blocked up, it's going to go. It just kind of blasts in both directions, up and down, until it gets everything cleared up. And as it's doing that, it's getting all of your chakras spinning perfectly, clearing energy, healing energy, going to every cell of your body. Just allow it to come right back up through that root system and into your body, your physical self. See it as it touches every cell. Take a big breath. Push it back into that heart, allowing yourself to fill up with beautiful, angelic earth energy. Just keep pushing it back into your heart space. Allow it to flow freely to everywhere it needs to go. Where are you hurting today? And we're going to let it flow for just a minute. The earth might have a message for you. If you hear it, it's okay. Just trust yourself. What has she got for you today? Love is all I get. So much love. Good morning, Rick Moon. Good morning, Tammy. So now that you're all filled with love, as it's coming up through the earth, through your root system, I want you to see yourself now, that beautiful, energetic self of yours that's down in that crystal cave. And I want you to take a big breath and pull it all the way back up through your root systems. Bring it back up now. And as it reaches your body, it comes back up your legs and back up your spine, pulling deeply all the way up until you reach your heart. Back in place. Your higher self, that beautiful, most beautiful part of you, is back where she belongs, or he belongs. It belongs, whatever you like. And you are so clear and so centered right now that that part of you is like, thank you. It's been spa day. Beautiful. Now we're so filled with love. We've been gifted so beautifully from the earth. Hi, Stacy. We've been gifted so beautifully from the earth. So now we're going to take all that energy, and I want you to take it, and I want you to share it. And if you have any loved ones, that are suffering right now, I've got some in mind. You can take some of that healing energy that you've been gifted. You have so much you can share. Take a big breath and just send it out. We can send it all the way around the earth. Be the rocket. But all the way around the earth. Zip, 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 wherever it's needed. To the earth herself. So take a big breath and send it out now. Nice. Nice. Beautiful. Thank you. You can keep going as long as you want. You got more than enough to share. I see crystal waters. I see green trees. I see an earth that is healing. A beautiful place for our children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren and great-great-grandchildren and all of them to grow up. I see this earth healing because of all the work that you are doing to help it to heal. So thank you so much. We are all so important here right now. And the angels are thanking you. Your guides are there with you. I'm getting a warm hug. I hope you're feeling that warm hug. Thank you. They're so grateful to you. We're so busy thanking the angels, and of course we thank the angels. Of course we do. But they're standing there going, but you. Kneeling at your feet going, but you came in physical form. You are an angel. You're equal to them, and you're here in physical. And that's an amazing task to take on, trust me. And so they're thanking you. They're bowing down today. Thank you for the work that you're doing. Thank you for holding the light. It's a lot of work, and it's painful sometimes. And they're grateful. Take a big breath. Feel that love. So nice. So beautiful. Thank you guys for joining me this morning. I really, really appreciate it. I appreciate every one of you for sticking with me. Please enjoy your day. Try to enjoy your life. Pull it back to the moment. No matter what's going on, come back to right here, right now. I have love. I am love. I'm okay. I'm always okay. Enjoy your day today. I will see you again tomorrow. Let's see. I think we got Silent Mystics at 3:33. And we got Playground tomorrow morning again. So if anybody is in need of a little extra care today, let me know. I love you so much, and I'll see you again soon. You're so welcome, Melanie. Take good care of yourselves, guys. Take care. Bye.